And we're live on Play It Right TV. Kirito Henson and Diane Castillejo. And Diane, who have we got? This is
Wow.
really fresh news.
We have a sensational knockout artist in Eumir Marcial who just clobbered, totally annihilated the Argentinian Villalba in San Antonio, Texas, in a middleweight division fight. And of course, Sean Gibbons there. You guys, congratulations. Woo! Grabe, sobrang galing. Kita namin sa body language mo, Eumir. Sa una pa lang, alam mo na yung mga galaw niya at parang kayang-kaya mong patumbahin ng kalaban.
Eumir, anong comment mo? Anong pakiramdam sa pinakita mo, yung power nandun, tapos yung timing, super ganda. Eumir.
Siyempre, masaya po, sir, dahil sa mga sumusuporta na Pilipino sa akin, yun po yung hinihintay nila, na yung performance ko maging talagang pang-pro yung performance. So, ayun, talagang pinaghirapan po namin yun. Talagang after ng laban ko sa California, straight ako, nag-training ako, pinagandaan namin yon dahil gusto namin maganda yung performance namin ngayon. At syempre, start pa lang to ng mga laban, marami pang laban ibibigay si Sir Sean. So I need to work more hard para sa mga laban na darating.
It's a good start.
So Eumir, pag-usapan natin yung unang knockdown. In the first round pa lang, double jab with your right and then super powerful left hook. Parang natansya mo kaagad yung distansya ng kalaban mo. Pwede mong ikwento yung first knockdown.
Sa akin, yung first round, talagang wala pa po sa plano yun. Yung plano namin is kuha muna ng distansya, more jab, and then talagang sinubukan ko lang po itapon yung uppercut and then nag-connect siya kagad. So, ayun. Maganda po yung timing na nakuha ko dahil yung sa mga jab. Talaga yun po talaga yung plano namin. Talagang more on jab muna. Kuha muna ng distansya. Pag makakita ng distansya, bakante, doon po namin susuntok yung left hand ko.
Sir Sean, what about Villalba as an opponent? He was a little flat-footed, but I thought that when he felt Eumir's power right in the first round, he started to think twice about, making this a long fight. What do you think?
Yeah, well, Dean, first of all, you had a very experienced opponent in front of him. 27 fights. I think he'd been stopped twice in his career. Argentinians, they're very strong. They're very aggressive fighters. But this is the Eumir Marcial that I saw as an amateur, that I saw knocking guys out, that I saw punishing guys. So the style for Eumir also was perfect because the guy wanted to come and fight. But at the end of the day, Eumir spent the last 3 months really prepping and preparing. So I think that's what we saw tonight, and beating a very experienced opponent like this. And you saw what kind of heart the guy had. The guy went down, could have quit on a body shot, got up. And that shot that hit him, the hook, I mean, that type of shot will put anybody in Queer Street completely on, wobbling around.
Yeah, tapos sa second round, Eumir, 48 seconds, again, a double jab, and then a right hook naman, pinabagsak mo ulit. I saw the kalaban na tumingin siya talaga sa corner niya na parang hindi na talaga pwede. So, the referee came in and stopped the fight. Anong naramdaman mo at that point? And Sean, did you think it would end this early?
I didn't think that until the bell rang and I started watching. Then I'm like, oh, this is like Eumir is on point tonight. He is sharp. He's what he should have been in his first couple fights, but he had a lot of distractions in those fights. But I knew in the first round that jab was one of the best jabs I've ever seen. It was like a piston. That jab did more damage. The guy's nose started to bust up, his face. So I felt that it wasn't going to go, too much longer after he hit him with the body shot. But everything Eumir threw, it had bad intentions. And I'm telling you, I see it in the gym all the time. When he hits guys get hurt, man. It's very few fighters. Manny Pacquiao has power like this. Eumir has power. I don't really know any other Filipinos that possess that. And when I first saw Eumir, that's what excited me. You don't see guys in the amateurs knocking guys out and hurting guys. So, at his weight, you need to be able to punch. You need to be able to get your respect. And he showed it tonight. And I'll tell you, the first call I received was from Mr. Al Heyman, who was thrilled. He says, that's the year you told me. That's the year I love.
Yay.
I was waiting for. So when Mr. Al Heyman is excited, we're all excited.
Well, Eumir, katapos ng laban, meron ko sinabi kay Villalba, tapos hinalikan mo siya sa may bandang ulo. Anong nasabi mo sa kanya at ba't mo siya hinalikan?
Yun naman, sir. Always ko naman ginagawa yun sa mga laban ko, sir. Lalo na nananockdown yung kalaban ko. So, yan, sabi ko, thank you sa magandang laban. Kahit na nasa, sabi ko, it's part of the game, part of boxing na talagang meron masasaktan. So, yun, nag-thank you lang din ako, sabi ko sa kanya. And sabi ko, ingat. So, yun, nag-respond naman siya, inalikan din niya ako sa pisngi. Sabi niya, salamat din. Gano'n. So, yan.
Naghalikan kayong dalawa,
Kaya nga.
Eumir, nag-usap tayo.
Yung boxing, sir. Ganun man talaga. Kailangan.
Tama.
Kailangan
ginagawa din yata yun ni Manny Pacquiao.
Opo, kahit nasaktan po natin, kahit nanalo po tayo, kailangan pa rin natin ipakita yung respeto natin sa kanya. Kasi, in the end, parehas na kami mga boksingero. Parehas kami nagsasakripisyo para sa mga pamilya namin. So, ayun, kailangan na ng respeto.
Eumir, meron ako nakitang message dyan coming from one of our viewers. Sabi niya, Viva Zamboangueños! Woo!
Yeah. Viva
Zamboanga Valiente.
Muchas gracias con ustedes todo.
Yan. Tama-tama yung pagkasabi mo, no? Eumir, nag-usap tayo 2 days ago at sabi mo sa akin, given na yung power mo, pero yung pinaghahandaan mo para sa laban na ito, yung timing. Nakuha mo ba yung perfect timing? Yung planong, yung hinahandaan mo sa gym for the last 3 months?
Yes.
Satisfied ka ba?
Opo, sir. Nakuha po namin yung timing dahil yun talaga yung pinag-aralan namin kasi every day tinitingnan ko, I watch Ennis, I watch Tank, I watch all the Southpaw fighting.
That's great work.
Because I see them like they throw like quick jab, so.
The best way to learn is by example and watching world champions like he's watching, and then going to the gym and practicing that.
Yeah. So
and boxing, like anything, like basketball, like baseball, you have to do it every single day, repetition, over and over and over. You got to practice your craft because Eumir has the ability, he's got the power, he's got a lot of experience, but as a professional, he just needs a lot of work in the gym, a lot of sparring and getting down the timing of a professional over an amateur. Because an amateur, it's basically 3 minutes, three rounds.
Yeah.
It's all out every second. You're just throwing down, not really a lot of strategy, not a lot of thinking. When the pros, it's absolutely the opposite. You want to stay busy, you want to throw punches, but there's a reason, and you got strategy, and you're using pivots, and you're picking shots. And again, I heard Diane say it a few times, and tonight was one of the best jabs I've ever seen from a Filipino, from Eumir, and that's going to be a key to his success in his career, is that jab off of the hook and the body work. Everything seems to be coming together, man. So all I can say is I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. It took a long time to get here. We had to go through COVID-19. We had to go through a lot of ups and downs. Well, he went down, but making a joke. But no, this guy has it. He's the real deal, and we're only going to get better off of tonight.
You know what's super exciting? Is that, obviously your opponent had way more experience. Even the commentator was saying, Eumir, this is only your 4th fight as a professional. The guy is like 27-0, and yung domination mo sa kanya was really exciting. You ended it so quick. It was like a no contest. So what I want to ask Eumir and Sean is, what did you guys do in the gym this time that you think really prepared him and made him so explosive and dominating, and even your confidence on the ring, Eumir, napakaganda. So I want to hear from both of you.
For me, first, Sir Sean they give me he gave me his trust. He told me that, you know, I believe in you. You're gonna get strong. You gotta become work hard. You need to learn a lot. So, and then yun lang po yung ginawa namin sa gym, ma'am, na I train every day. I go a lot of mountain. I run a mountain.
You know,
I run 10 miles, spar like 12 rounds, 10
10
rounds.
miles. Wow.
work.
Good conditioning. We have a pool camp. So
And-
everything.
And he has Miss Princess, his wife, to execute everything for him
Yes.
so he can focus just on boxing. And that's a big thing. Mark McSile's wife is a big part of his life and his career, and having Princess focus on.
Oh, I think we might have lost them a little bit. Okay. You know, okay. Now I think they're reconnecting.
There, the signal's buffering. Okay, they're back. You're back, guys.
Okay, it's your voice. Let's hear your voice. Check your voice. Check your voice, guys.
No audio.
No audio. No audio.
Let's try that again. But before we got cut off,
Yeah.
Sean was saying
Guys,
what a big.
you might wanna log off first and come back in.
I
Log
don't
off
think they
and come
can
back
hear
in.
us either.
Yeah. Log off. Hold on.
Cut
wait a
and
minute.
then
Yes.
back.
Let me just text them.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we're back.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, you're back. Okay, you're
But
back.
what I was saying, like every athlete, if it's other sports, you need someone there to take care of all the
For
the stuff.
sure.
Yeah, and that's what Eumir has, because to run, to work, to train, it takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? So having someone to do all the other particulars is fantastic. And again, let me go back to why he looked so good tonight. Eumir's first fight was during COVID-19. It was camp was so.
My brother died.
Brother passed away, a lot of distractions. Second fight, still getting adjusted to things here in the U.S., working his way to where it needed to be, and that created a few problems with taking shots. Third fight, he had about a month to prepare and got cut early in the fight. Even though he kicked the guy's butt every second, it just looked kind of sloppy. His balance was off. But again, going back to having a proper camp all through the holidays, all through November, December, January, leading up to this is the result you see. And I really believe in the next one, if it's late May or June, it's just going to get that much better with another full camp of 3-4 months.
Great.
Now, Eumir, dun sa training camp mo, nabanggit mo sa akin, yung mga kalaban mo sa top rank gym, mga heavyweights.
Yes po. Yes.
So, ano nangyari doon sa mga nakalaban mo, mga heavyweights?
Minsan po kasi sir, doon sa top rank na wala naman kami ka-sparring doon na basta pupunta ka lang doon sino yung mga ka-sparring mo. So, heavyweight, light heavyweight, middleweight, it's almost the same. So,
Wow.
whoever in the gym, you spar, you jump in the ring, you spar. So, ayun, I think nakuha ko din yung experience ko sa kanila na, ayun, malalaki sila. So, kailangan ko timing lang yung galaw ko. So, ayun, talagang lahat po yun sa training. And syempre, like Sir Sean said, I'm thankful, very grateful na nakasama ko yung wife ko. Hindi ko magagawa po ito na mag-isa. Mag-training, after training, magluluto, tapos maglalaba, training. So, hindi ko kaya gawin yun kung wala yung asawa ko. So, yung asawa ko yung si Princess na siya yung nag-handle sa pagkain ko. Talagang stricto siya pagdating na sa diet. So, talagang naging magaan. Naging focus na lang yung focus ko ay smart training. And then siya na bahala sa mga ibang bagay. So,
Nasaan ba si Princess?
yes.
Bali natin si Princess. Princess, pasok ka rito.
That's
Kumusta,
great.
Princess?
Kasi,
Congratulations!
congrats, Princess.
Thank you po.
Galing. Ano ba yung
birthday yata
mga...
ng daddy mo, no? Birthday ng daddy mo?
Ng papa ni
my
Eumir.
father is
Papa
Your
Eumir,
Yeah.
today.
Tell him.
yeah.
okay,
Today.
Papa Eumir.
Yeah,
Happy
yung
birthday!
tatay ko. So, this is the best gift for
Yeah.
him.
Beautiful. That's the best
Nice.
gift. Yeah.
Diane,
sure.
you must have a question for Princess.
No, Princess, ano sabi nga ni Eumir, ikaw yung support team, napakahalagang support team. Ano ba yung, sabi niya nga niya, very stricto ka sa diet niya. Ano ba yung mga niluto mo para kay Eumir? At parang,
Ako naman po ma'am, meron po kaming nutrition coach which is si Coach Janet Aro. So laking pasasalamat din namin kay Coach Janet dahil laking tulong no ng program na binigay niya. Ako naman po ay taga-execute lang ng mga binibigay ni Ma'am Janet Aro.
Okay.
galing.
Okay. Let's talk about next steps. Sir Sean, what about a possible plan of Eumir going down to 154 pounds, fighting at the super welterweight division? With that kind of power that he has, he's gonna annihilate, he's gonna demolish everyone in his path.
You know what? That's something to discuss. How he feels, how he would feel at that weight. I think for now, we're going to take a shot at 160. He seems comfortable there. His power seems to hold up at this weight. So, I don't think we need to try 54 yet. We're definitely going to stay in the middleweight division, which is opening up with Triple G, vacating. I would put Eumir in a couple fights with the guys that are fighting for the IBF title, Michael Zarufa, Falco. So I like the middleweight division. I think he's very comfortable there. So that's what the next fight will be a 10-round fight, and we'll pick a good opponent, maybe a guy 13-1, maybe an undefeated guy, something similar to Eumir to, again, to just progress to the next level.
What about the Southeast Asian Games? Is that a plan? The Southeast Asian Games in May?
No. You know what, Dean? Again, like we talked about, that's why in those first 3 fights going back and forth, you're either going to be a world champion boxer or you're going to stay an amateur. And he just saw by the proof is in the pudding, focusing and not thinking about amateur boxing just led him to this moment. So as we go to the next fight, that nice bronze medal he has, he's going to have to get a bigger case because we're going to fight for our first minor belt. It'll be like an IBF, international, it'll be a BO. So we're concentrating now on winning belts and winning world titles. Amateurs was great. He did everything he could there. He proved, winning a bronze medal that was his dream after he missed 2016 was to get to the Olympics. He achieved that. And now the dream now is a world title. The dream now is to accomplish what all the rest of the guys around him, the Mark McSios, the Jerwins, the Jonases, the Marlins, of course, Manny Pacquiao. We just got amateur boxing was great and it served a purpose, but the guy, it's time to be a world champion and make himself a lot of money in the professional ranks.
I like that. More belts and more titles. Yeah. So Eumir, sabi nga ni Sean, by the way, Sean, there were some comments just before that from a Filipino fight fan saying, thank you, Sir Sean, for all your help that you're doing for our Filipino fighters there.
Who was Eumir, that? Was that John Rio Casimiro?
No. No, it was a fight fan. It wasn't maybe we can pull it up on the screen again. But so Eumir, sabi nga ni Sean na tumawag nga si Al Haymon, right? Sa kanya after. I mean, how exciting is that for you to have yung ganyang klaseng interest sa iyo after your performance tonight?
Tulad nga sinabi ko, ma'am, no, na malaki po yung tiwala nila sa akin na magiging world champion ako. So, medyo konting pressure, pero yung pressure na yun po yung magbibigay sa akin ng inspirasyon. Everyday na magte-training po ako, mag-sparring, everyday na makakaramdam po ako ng pagod. Yung pressure na yung trust na binibigay nila sa akin, yun po yung magbibigay ng lakas sa akin.
Question lang, Eumir, no? In between rounds 1 and 2, anong sinabi sa iyo ni Coach Jorge Capetillo? Sinabi ba niya, finish him off, tapusin na natin ito? O sinabi niya, pasensyoso, kalmado muna tayo? Anong mga instructions niya in between the first and second round?
Yung na yun, sabi niya sa akin, maintain lang po yung distance ko. Kung ano yung ginagawa ko, i-maintain lang. Dahil, po yun yung plan talaga namin, 3 to 4 round 4, yun po yung plan namin na maglalanda po kami ng left hand. So, sabi niya sa akin, nasaktan na. So, yan, tuloy-tuloy ko lang yung gagawin ko at madarating lang yung knockout.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Diane, maybe a last
Eumir,
question.
yeah, last na lang. So, uuwi ka ba dito? Are you gonna be staying in the US to prepare for the next one? What's the plan, Sean and Eumir?
Yeah, I believe next time he returns home, it's going to be with a belt. So really going to get better, good May or June. Just right back to work. Take off a week, enjoy yourself, then get back in the gym, get ready. Come enjoy Mark McSio's big win he's going to have on March 4th for the WBC World Title in Ontario, California. But really, your full-time job is boxing. That's what you do 24/7. So just get back to it. What he did here was great. Now figure out how to just keep getting better and working. And really, the next one's the big one, because once you're on that stage, opening up a good pay-per-view fight or a Showtime fight or whatever it may be, the more, like I told you, man, the guy that controls everything and runs the show is Brother Al Heyman. And Brother Al loved what he saw tonight. I love what I saw. And so now we're going to keep progressing where I always believed he would be. And that's where we are today. And I'm very happy to see that.
Sean, I just have a
congratulations. Woo!
I just have a quick follow-up. Eumir, what is, just for the sake of your fans, what's your, ano ba yung setup mo dyan sa Las Vegas? So you're based in Las Vegas and you're training sa top rank gym, then saan ka nakatira, ganon? Ano ba yung medyo setup mo dyan?
I live Sir Shan house. I use
his castle right now.
I use Sir Shan car. Si Sir Shan wala nang sasakyan si Sir Shan kasi I said you don't have car anymore because I take your
But
bag.
that's okay. I'll walk. If I make him a world champion, I will walk for a while. I'm not worried about the car.
So you're staying in Sean's house in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, luckily I was blessed to have a house downtown, and I have an extra car. That why Eumir, I explained to them, the hardest part about boxing is when you turn professional. You don't have money. You're basically for everything yourself.
Yes.
You're self-managed. But I always told them when we talked about signing, I would help him at least with whatever I could, housing, car, to alleviate that why he was getting up to where he can make some purses, at least to, start doing better. But those days are coming. Pretty soon he'll buy his own car.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to
I
Eumir
train
Marcial.
I train Capitillo Boxing Gym, and then we go to Top Rank Boxing Gym to spar.
Okay.
We run to the mountain, go to the
Now,
Sunset Park.
Dean, in Las Vegas, unlike Los Angeles is kind of a transient town. It's all spread out. It's all over the place. There's too much traffic. Las Vegas, everything's centralized within 10, 15 miles, your gym, your house, whatever else you want to do there in town. Charleston's 30 miles. It just has a much better feel. And everybody's there. Arlen Tapal is there. Jay Bournet is there. Jerwin and Cajas is there. Jonas Sultan's coming. A lot of Filipino community. So it's much more feeling like home. California,
nice, yeah.
There, you weren't even a resident. You were just, just another person coming through. So it feels much better. Capetillo's gym, top rank for a lot of sparring. But Eumir found a very comfortable home, and that's Viva Las Vegas.
Yes, yeah.
Woo!
Actually,
champion.
I'm a resident from Las Vegas.
Yes, have a
Las
driver's
Vegas.
license. So,
Wow.
Yes.
Proud resident of Las
Kung
Vegas.
pumasyal kami sa Las
Hopefully, you'll win a
Vegas,
world title
sama-sama
soon.
tayo dyan.
All in Vegas, you're the fun, the city's fun.
yeah.
Yeah, you can go to mountain.
Yep.
It's a lot
got-
of stuff to do.
Yeah,
in
there's
Las
so much
Vegas.
stuff outside. You got football, you got
Yeah.
hockey, you got all kind of events coming in, and again, like I told you, there's a lot of good Filipino community that Eumir's met to help him, to
Yeah.
have him over, and like I said, all the guys are there now. It used to be everybody lived in Los Angeles. Well, now all of his friends. He feels like he's in Zamboanga.
Yeah.
Feels like he's in Manila. So Jonas is a good friend of his. Jonas will be back.
Jerwin.
Sherwin's a great friend of his. Marlon, Jade. So
Jade is my former teammate in the national team.
Yeah.
We've been a lot of tournament.
it's beautiful.
Great.
Asian Championship.
So again, I got more Filipinos living at my house than I lived in Manila. All my guys
Wait,
are over
how
here.
many Filipinos
Sir
are
Sean
living in your house,
have
Sean?
a boxing compound, and then
Yeah.
Well, that's great. That's super. And Sean, we're also very excited because, as you mentioned, Mark Magsayo fights Brandon Figueroa March 4. And then we've got, I think they're a little bit frozen again.
Hey,
Yeah, okay, now they're back.
Brendan. Hey,
Okay.
Dean.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sir
so
Sean, I was
debate-
just going to say about the next steps. You've got Mark Magsayo fighting Brandon Figueroa. That's March 4. Then we've got Marlon Tapales fighting Mura John also for the World Championship on April 8th. And what about Jade Burnett? Anything new about his fight against Fernando
Jade
Martinez?
Bournet will be a purse bid on Tuesday. His fight will happen somewhere in the world by May 13th. He'll fight for the world title.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Jerwin's going to return to the ring. Somewhere pick up a win. Then we got an offer to fight in June in the Philippines. And then he's going to fight the winner of Anoi's brother and Solis for the WBA world title somewhere later in the year.
All right. So it looks like the plans are really looking good for Philippine boxing. Again, congratulations, Eumir Marcial.
Congrats, Eumir!
Viva
We're so
Zamboanga.
proud
Viva
of you.
Congratulations,
So happy.
Sean Gibbons. Woo, woo.
Mangwa!
Congrats.
Congrats.
Great job.
See you soon.
Fantastic.
See you soon.
See you.
Maraming salamat.
Bye-bye.
Maraming salamat.
Muchas
God bless.
gracias. Muchas gracias. All right, Diane. Oh, what a nice feeling, celebratory in the dressing room. We were able to get Sean Gibbons. We were able to get Eumir Marcial right after that sensational second round knockout win, only on Play It Right TV. Diane.
I mean, it was so impressive, the fight, Kenito, right? I love how he looked like he owned the ring from the beginning, like he wasn't intimidated at all. He looked so comfortable and he just executed. And, I'm so happy for him kasi parang yun nga, sabi nga ni Sean that, things weren't really perfect in the start of his professional career. And, it's so nice to finally get a solid big win. And I know that's going to catapult him to bigger and better things because you can see the confidence is there. And so we're just so happy for just good fruits like that from Eumir Marcial. Mabuhay, God bless. And you can see we have so many comments congratulating Eumir at marami pa tayong mga upcoming Filipino fighters, no, Kenito, in the next couple of months. And hopefully we can get them for you again dito sa Play It Right TV.
Well, here's a comment from Anthony Arrieta, and he's talking about Marcial versus Murata. That is going to be a solid fight when it happens, if it happens. And yes, we're going to be trying to cover that for you, maybe pre-fight, post-fight, maybe even during the fight, but only on Play It Right TV. Here's another one from Jo Marie Martinez. Congrats, Eumir. Lumalabas ba? Mga turo ni Coach Jorge Capetillo, napaka-technical. Yes, sinabi nga niya kanina, yung mga instructions ni Coach Jorge, ang tawag niya sa kanya, Papa Jorge. He has been a very good guiding light para kay Eumir. Here's another one from Fight C93. Showtime podcaster, so impressed with Eumir's performance. Lethal jab and powerful left hand. And yes, he showed not only power in his left hand, but also that right. It was a right hook for that last knockdown. Okay.
Well, maraming salamat for joining us on this live episode of Play It Right TV. Thank you for your comments. We really appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe. And let us know kung ano pa ang gusto niyo makita dito sa aming mga episode. And please check out our sister company, playeitright.com. They have so many nice sports products for the new year, fitness products, world-class brands, really great promos, great prices. I believe we have a Valentine special promo, so still a few days left before you can buy a sports gift for your special someone. That's always one of my favorite things to buy. All right, until the next time.
Coming up, that's Tuesday. And log on, playeitright.com. As Diane said, they've got a special Valentine's Day promo just for you. All right.
Until the next time, God bless. Thank you. Congrats, Eumir Marcial.
Woo, woo.